Check. There we go. All right. So let's just get right into just tracking the radar, see what we've got going on here. Earlier, we did have a tornado warning down here. And we can also gotta fix a few things. Okay, everything should be good now. All right, so right now we're looking at the East Coast right now, Virginia and bit North Carolina essentially. We can go to our collective radar here and just take a look at everything. All right. Let's see, this might take a little bit to load. It's fine. We'll stay on single site for now. Shoot. Right now this isn't reliable. Yep. So we have more cells over here. They're heading north towards Virginia, and these will continue to just track basically north, northeast. But yeah, right now we'll probably see the peak of storm production in the afternoon. We'll see a lot of these clear spots. Um, Hopefully develop some uh, even better storms. Or and uh, okay, so we do have you can see an outflow boundary right here. Just make sure everything's going well. Okay. Okay. Yep. The stream's working. It's good. Okay, so basically we have a moderate risk over this part of the East Coast right now. Marginal surrounding areas, and then it, slowly devolves into the lower rankings. So yeah, right now we're just gonna try and pay attention to these storms that we have going on along the East Coast here. Um, and we could always check in over here. I'm pretty sure we have a marginal risk in the northern plains area. We'll occasionally check on that, but it doesn't look too promising yet. But they do have a large special weather statement, so that is a very large polygon. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just for some wind. Yeah, gusty winds, elevated fire. Yeah. Yep, it is supposed to be windy as well today in east and in the northern plains. So it's gonna get pretty windy. As we can see, like over here in the west, we do have um, you know, developing storms. Then we have kind of a small cluster of cells right here, continuing to develop down here. Um, yeah, it's a lot going on. And down here, we go into the Carolinas. We do have some more storms. I'm pretty sure this storm down here, or one of these cells, did uh, produce a tornado warning for a little bit. So here, I'll fix the this not the get rid of the watch. Yeah, the watches in Radar Amiga, they're like opaque and take up everything, and it's kind of annoying. So I'll leave that. Yeah, yeah. I'm still trying to optimize the stream as well. Like right now, we're just dealing with just looking at Radar Amiga and myself. Eventually, we're gonna try and move to atmospheric effects and maybe get a lot of the UI going. Yeah, on this, do have a severe thunderstorm warning down here. And another one up here near Raleigh. I'm just gonna say near Raleigh because Raleigh kind of seems like the main city here. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, it is. I've passed through a few times. And then all these other surrounding cities, probably high winds, possible, and then uh, maybe small hail. So yeah. And yes, we do have a slight tornado risk down here. I'm pretty sure it was in North Carolina, in between this area. But I was looking at the photographs and SQTs and their values that they were projecting around the map and kind of this general area. And I mean, even up to here, I was getting around 200 SRH, which is quite a lot. So we could always see a tornado, could spring up right here. Although right now it doesn't really look like it. These things are still kind of little baby cells. And also, I'm looking back to getting, you know, back into those forecasting videos. Kind of took a little break in the winter, but I'll definitely get into now since we're crossing into spring. We'll get more into those severe severe weather videos, just like thunderstorms, tornadoes, hail, all that stuff. Check down here too, Myrtle Beach has another large. Yeah, basically, I think this storm right here is is probably the most promising out of the bunch, but we still have them developing up here in the central part, like kind of between Virginia and North Carolina. So see what happens. Right. Some of these are gonna hit me. Yeah, I think also you guys might be seeing it slightly distorted because I did have to stretch it to fit the screen fully, but I think it looks close enough to be honest. I'm just gonna just look around of a few kind of stronger cells with a bunch over here down at the border. Then we have this outflow boundary right here. It's it's kind of tracking south, and we're seeing it kind of spawn cells behind. Yeah, they're just gonna keep forming, keep getting stronger. It's gonna be pretty consistent. I mean, the if we go 150 frames, this will take us back. Oh, hello, green fox. Glad I have another viewer watching. That's nice. Yeah, it is. It is gonna be pretty rough though. It's. I mean, yeah, with the tornado risk down here in North Carolina, I've already seen a few warnings. Um, and just the large amount of cells that are just developing over here in the kind of central parts between the Carolinas and Virginia. We're going to be seeing a lot. And then I'm going to keep an eye on this right here, kind of in between Myrtle Beach and Whiteville. So yeah. I mean, we're starting to get to 1 p.m. and that's when uh, the sun is starting to get to its peak, and that'll start warming up a lot of things, allowing these storms to develop a lot more. Right. I mean, and also if you have an area you want me to look at, just put it in the comments. I'll take a look at it, see what's going on. Yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye on this, see what's gonna happen. Um, so far there's not too many kind of like anomalies here. These ones still really haven't matured over here. Kind of near Cortland, and then down here by the outflow boundary. Um, but these ones, they look like they're strengthening, and we'll probably see them mature into something probably greater. I tried to kind of get the collective radar just like up and running, but I wasn't able to get that. So I have to jump between the radar, the single radar stations. Yeah, we'll probably be hovering around these four though. Keep an eye on this too. So this one, what's the color that'll stand out? Purple. Well, yeah. So this one, kind of moving towards Suffolk, is looks decently promising. And then we have this large line down here, which is looks like they're still kind of developing here. But yeah, we'll keep an eye on those storms right there. And then this one kind of right here. It's probably be another point of interest for us to just kind of look at. It did drop the severe thunderstorm warning, so now they're just special weather statements. And these are gusty winds. Here, I'll bring us to the all right, let's take a look, just at what we're looking at here. Oh, okay, a little over here. It's fine. Okay, so right now, first just look at the most obvious thing to look at, and that's the convective outlook. So, um, take a look. Gonna zoom in here. We have a slight risk over here in the eastern part of the Carolinas, surrounded by like a marginal risk. And then we have just like a TSTM risk just along this, uh, you know, boundary. And then we have another marginal risk in Florida. And then we also have a marginal risk here in the Dakotas, and then we also have it surrounded by, of course, just a thunderstorm risk. So pretty promising day. Or wait, why did I say moderate risk? Jeez, oh, that I actually messed that up. Wow, I just realized what I did. I can't believe I did this. One sec. Wow, I can't believe I just called a slight risk a moderate risk. Moderate risk would be insane right now. Here, look, you gotta change the freaking thumbnail. Slight risk. Save. Glad I caught that. And we'll change it. There we go. There we go. That was a little bad. I had people thinking that we were under moderate risk, but insane. But anyways, yeah, this is what we're looking at for this tornado probability. 2% probability in the Carolinas here. Again, we could always see stuff outside of it. Wind, high winds. It's not just in this area too. It's just been windy all around this area, and then a lot of wind over here too. It's less than 5% hail for all areas, but we could be, of course, getting small hail over here where there's thunderstorm risk. That's what we're looking at for that. All right, we're back. Now we changed the thumbnail, man. All right, cool. We changed that. Yeah, so now we're back to this. We can see what's going on here. Looks like we had a few more cells kind of form over here in the south, and then these ones have been continuing to develop. They look all right. All right. So again, this storm down here, this is probably gonna be the storm that we'll see stuff from, or these storms. Again, this is also where our tornado risk is. It's right here. Let me check on something real quick. Uh, as analysis over here. All right. All right. So where I am, the SRH is approaching 70. 0 to 3 kilometer SRH. It's turned 66. We'll look down here where the risk is. Um, yeah, over here we have over 80 uh in the 90s. Decent Cape Valley. This storm probably is going to bring a lot of winds. Yeah. On velocity, you can kind of clearly see the kind of outflow boundary right here. Special weather statement taking over everything.